Hi YouTube, this is Matt McIntosh and this is video 16 of my character creation set, focusing on my giant character. So this is probably going to be the last video, and as we can see, that head is still separated, and what I'm doing here is just using the damn standard tool to roughly cut into the surface of the head so that I can get some of the creases for the neck and around the back of the head. So I'm also using the move brush to refine the shapes of the surface, just pulling bits around until I get something that I'm happy with. Now this obviously has more polys than it previously did when I went over the head in the first place, so it allows for a more gentler experience when you start kind of moving things around. But what I want to do now is just refine the shape of this ear slightly so it's a little bit more detailed, because at the moment it's very underdeveloped. So I'm just going to kind of pull around some shapes using the move brush so I can get that kind of overall feel for the ear, and then I'm going to start using the move tool to push in elements and refine the outside of the lobe, and then I can use either the damn standard tool or a bit of the clay brush to build up some of the inner ear elements and refine that shape. But as you can see, even just a quick kind of push around these areas and it's starting to give the detail of the ear quite quickly. So yeah, just looking by switching subtools there and looking at the overall mesh, because I divided the mesh with the smoothing option turned off, we can see that it doesn't actually leave any marker or indicator that the mesh has been divided in that area. So you get a seamless transition from one poly group or one mesh to another. So I would recommend that you do that if you're going to be looking at separating off sections of your geometry to build more detail into them. Okay, so overall he's looking quite caricatured, especially with the size of the indentations in his cheeks and things, but hopefully you're getting a bit of an impression as to how you could go about making a head. So what I quickly want to do is just show you how you could potentially use alpha in order to actually put a little bit more surface detail onto facial features. So the way that I'm going to do that, I'm just going to build up the shape of the lips first, but the way that I'm going to do that is just import an alpha so that I can kind of give that additional wrinkle detail. Okay, so I tend to use this kind of drag out method, and it allows you to rotate the surface or rotate the alpha and also scale it up at the same time, and it just gives an indication of spots on his face at the moment. You can go crazy with this stuff, and if you indent it or invert it, it kind of gives the appearance of pores. And then the other type of thing that I tend to do quite a bit is use the veins method, so it gives that kind of crinkled, cracked appearance. It's particularly good for around the eyes and around the mouth. But overall, there you go. Hope you've enjoyed the video sequence, and thanks for watching.